Welcome to CECOT. CECOT is not hell, because even hell has a way out. This place holds cold-blooded killers, the leaders who have spread terror across the globe. And within these steel walls, not only freedom is buried, but also the last remnants of humanity, a capacity of up to 40,000 inmates. Each one is a personification of murder. Some have taken 1 life, 10 lives, but some have claimed more than 50.
They probably get a few more than 50.
MS13 Barrio 18. These gangs are no longer human. They are wild beasts, without fear, without remorse. Is it worth forgiving them when they've denied all values of life? The largest prison in the world, located in El Salvador, a place built with a single goal: to imprison the most notorious criminals, forever barred from release. This is the final stop for murderers, to be imprisoned until their last breath. A country with only 6 million people, but why does it need such a massive prison? The reason lies in the gangs that once ruled the nation. Since March 2022, under President Nayib Bukele,
1 million people fled the first one.
A nationwide crackdown began. Over 70,000 people arrested in 16 months, equivalent to 2% of the adult population. In a tightly controlled night raid, buses carried thousands of handcuffed criminals, heads bowed, silent like slabs of raw meat surrounded by guards. No defiance, no resistance. Their lives changed in a single night. To maintain such a living cemetery, CECOT must ensure absolute security at every level. Stepping in means stepping out of the world. Built in 2022, the prison is divided into 8 sectors across 410 acres. Each pair of units is surrounded by 2 layers of 3-meter-high walls with barbed wire. Outside that, a 9-meter wall and a 3-meter-high electric fence of 15,000 volts form the final barrier. 19 guard towers operate non-stop, not just to prevent escapes. The design erases the very thought of it. This might be the final checkpoint. Signal jammers block all signals within a 2-kilometer radius of CECOT. 600 soldiers guard only the outer perimeter. Before entering, I had to leave all personal belongings behind. Every new inmate goes through an X-ray body scan to detect contraband. This system can see through bones and organs, spotting items as small as a memory card, microchip, or phone charger even if swallowed. Even a forgotten ring is easily detected. Guards must cover their faces. This job is too dangerous. Exposing their faces may risk their lives on the street. As these gangs still operate out there, one officer didn't wear a mask. He said, "I need to look the inmates in the eye. They know who I am." This is the registration room, the first stop for any criminal after arrest. Inmates rarely carry ID, so fingerprints, photos, and permanent records must be taken into the CECOT system. From that moment, all contact with family ends forever. No visits, and sadly, some innocent people are mistakenly arrested. Their families won't know where they are dead or alive. This video might be the only way for them to see their lost loved ones again. This is the armory for riot control. It contains T-65 rifles, shotguns, and short barrel guns for confined spaces. Inmates are shackled to ensure officer safety. Riot gear includes bulletproof vests, shields, helmets, neck, arm, and and leg guards. Though no escapes have occurred, everything remains on standby. Inmates can create weapons from daily items. At CECOT, buses are used for transport. Cobblestones line the walkways like alarm bells. No one can walk through without making a sound. Tattoos show gang loyalty. M or 13 for MS13. 18, 666 adds to 18, or Roman numerals for Barrio, 18. High-ranking members have full facial tattoos, most brutal and powerful. Crossing paths with them meant death. A spiderweb tattoo shows being caught in the web of justice. Demon horns mean allegiance to demonic orders. Each teardrop represents a life taken. 3 or more means they've lost count. A clown mask shows reckless, death-defying spirit. They are beyond reform, mentally distorted. Former MS13 and Barrio 18 members, once rival gangs ruling El Salvador, now live in the same cell for life. They are no longer kings of the streets, forced to learn to coexist. The prison operates independently with its own power and water systems, enough to last a week if completely cut off from outside. Facing the world's most dangerous inmates, it's tense. Modules 3 and 4 are adjacent, holding around 200 to 500 inmates. They stare with hatred and suspicion at any newcomer, a chilling, indescribable feeling. White shirts, shorts, flip-flops all identical, no personal belongings. Most are young, yet tied to horrific crimes. Some are responsible for hundreds of deaths, surpassing history's most notorious criminals. No questions are allowed. If inmates try to speak, punishment follows. They know that. On the other side stand the cruelest humans on earth. What would happen if those bars weren't there? There are 8 modules, each with 32 cells. Each cell holds 80 to 150 inmates. The air is stifling. No sunlight, only 0.5 square meters of space per person, all serving never-ending sentences. No one ever leaves, ever. You'll see the emptiness in their souls. No hope for the future, just living machines. At the end of the cell is the toilet area, only 2 toilets for over 80 people. Bathing and toileting happen in the same spot, with plastic scoops and shared water tanks, no running water, multi-tiered iron beds, no pillows, no mattresses, only a white sheet all day. They lie still like stacked goods in a freezer. Heads are shaved every 2 weeks, no hair, no beard to prevent hiding sharp objects. Above is a corridor for guards. Cameras operate 24/7. Lights stay on day and night. Inmates sleep with towels over their eyes. Once a week, a small group is allowed out for Bible study and exercise under strict guard. There's never been an incident when they leave the cell. Inmates try to mouth messages to the camera, proof their gangs still hold power outside. There are rumors that gangs may retaliate against civilians. The government warned,
If they do, not a single grain of rice will be sent to the prisoners.
inmates receive 3 meals a day, rice with beans or rice with noodles. Only the drinks change, the food stays the same. Rations lack nutrition, no protein. They eat with their hands and must clean their trays before returning them. Across the way is solitary confinement, the harshest place. Inmates who break rules are held for up to 15 days. Only darkness. No concept of time. No bed, just a cold concrete slab. A filthy toilet next to the water basin. A narrow crack for air. A mesh hole for food delivery and monitoring. In here, inmates can't even see their own hands. They break down. And that's necessary for those who once held the power of life and death over others. They may seek God's forgiveness, But here justice must be served. Among tens of thousands of inmates, one name is mentioned more than any. A name that inspires fear. Inmate Marvin Ernesto Marino Vasquez, nicknamed Psycho. A name that requires 12 guards to encircle him for absolute safety. Psycho is 41, but looks far younger. His cold gaze behind calm demeanor hides a hardened, chilling aura like guilt has carved into his skin. Asked about the tattoos covering his body, he calmly raises his arm, displaying M13, the mark of one of the world's most notorious gangs. He joined in 2004, but his criminal path started at age 11. It all began with poverty. No father figure, young Marvin turned to gangs for guidance. Lacking clothes and shoes, he started stealing. Later, in the US, he tried to turn his life around, but gang culture was even stronger there. To join, he had to kill even family if necessary. He could have had a good life in the US with family, but he chose the wrong path. He has a message for the youth. Go to school. Listen to your parents. Don't follow my road. Asked how many he killed, his answer was chilling.
50.
How can someone be so cold-blooded? To that, he only nodded with a heavy silence. What hurts him most is not seeing his family again. The last time he saw his son, the boy was 5. Now, he's 21. He hopes one day to see him and say, "Don't be like your father." There is regret and awakening in his eyes. Marvin says his only purpose now is to change, to seek God and ask forgiveness for everything he's done. At the end of the hallway, sunlight pierces through a final escape. CECOT is truly a place no one wants to end up. Those who stole thousands of lives are now locked away forever. This is not a prison. It is a burial ground. Only difference: the inmates are still breathing. El Salvador's government shows no leniency. There is no forgiveness, and punishment will be extremely harsh for inmates. In the past, El Salvador's death rate was horrific, 104 per 100,000 people. But by 2023, it dropped dramatically to 2.4 per 100,000, a number that shocked the world. El Salvador is now among the world's safest countries. The drop in death rates is undeniable. But what about the innocents wrongly imprisoned? Is this true justice, or just a way to control chaos? A long-term solution, or just a temporary fix?